If you look up self-esteem by country, there will be a lot of articles rightfully pointing out and showing like poll results of the Japanese people having the lowest esteem out of all of these countries that were um, polled. Because that's just true. Like I have not seen any country or any society is that is filled with people that have like such a low self-esteem. And the reason for that, pretty clear, it's just culture. Like Japanese emphasize the importance of being humble in front of other people. Even if you look at like compare how language is structured, there's a lot of languages or there's a lot of ways to like phrase things so that you emphasize that you are someone that is like lower than the person you're talking to. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but you if like that there's a lot of things that make you feel that you have to be humble in front of other people. Like this is so much emphasized in Japanese society, and people start to feel that they're really not worth it because you're saying that, oh, you're not as good as other people. Like being humble, like sure, maybe sometimes it's important, um but I don't think there is it's always important though. But anyways, I just think that this humbleness and this um society that forces people to adhere to the social norms, that is what's making Japanese people miserable. And like that's at least what's made me miserable partially, or largely I should say, because I think I'm pretty sensitive person, and I don't know if this was innate or there was something in my upbringing or combination of both, but I take a lot of things personally. Like even when like some car like beat like burn like does these beeping sounds to like I don't drive, so I don't know. Craction, yeah, craction is I think what it's called. When like some car far away from me does that, like I always think, oh, are they doing it to me or something like that? And like for a sensitive person like myself, especially the Japanese culture of just being that emphasizes the importance of being humble in front of other people, and not emphasis like saying oh, I'm so smart, or I'm so cool or something like that is seen as something that's not beautiful. And like even like your own parents, like American parents or just any parents that's not in Japan, I think um they don't talk shit about your child, right? Like they say, oh, my kid, she's doing great, or that's something that's normal in cultures outside of East Asia, because China, Korea, I guess they kind of have similar stuff too, but especially Japan, outside of especially Japan. Um, so and like my parents included, because my parents both of them are Japanese, they don't really like I haven't really seen them praise me in front of the public. And I didn't need them to praise me, I guess, but I've seen them a lot of the times, like just as many Japanese children do, of your parents talking like shit about you. um and that's like I guess a lot of the children pick up on social cues, and they see that, oh, they're just doing it to be humble. But I really take things like personally, and I'm sensitive, so I didn't appreciate that. And that kind of has that's one of the things that's really undermined my self-esteem, I feel like. So I say fuck Japanese humbleness. This is fucking just stupid. And I'm not saying this to like say, oh, Japanese culture is inferior than American culture or whatever the fuck. I'm just pointing out, in this sense, Japanese culture is just toxic, and that's something that I want to see improved. And yeah, like, I'm sure there are a lot of stupid toxic culture in like America too. Like, the fact that I'll just say that one beautiful thing about Japanese culture is that our food is really healthy, and we have a long, um we live long. And Americans, their food culture is not very great, in my opinion. So that's one thing. I'll just say this because I don't want this to you know be seen as me just being bigoted against Japan, because that's not what I want to do. But in this sense, it like the food is not very important to me. Like, at the end of the day, I can eat American food and be fine, but this self-esteem thing is very important to me. So for me, Japanese culture, Japanese society, like that forces you to be humble, and as a result undermines people like me's self-esteem and everyone's self-esteem, but especially people like me. That's so fucking, I fucking hate it so much. So fuck Japanese humbleness, and free Palestine.